Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look here at FUBO TV stock. This is one that has printed for us beautifully in the past here over the last few months, but lately they are down, beaten down till around $15 a share, and coming into their earnings report, they really showed no signs of hope for investors. I personally am in on a very long-term position with this company, and even though my bulk of my position is around $23 a share, I'm looking to add at some lower levels, but I really needed to see a sign that FUBO TV was getting attention from other investors, even institutions still, and that really came last Thursday when the earnings report for FUBO came out. You can see here on the chart that this produced two mega runs, and we've actually had around two 15% plus days for FUBO on Thursday and on Friday of trading action. But really, these two moves are coming with a lot of strength in the short term, but it's very yet to be seen whether these moves will be holding over the long term and whether we can expect a move maybe higher to 35 or even $40 a share on FUBO TV, as they have been mega beat down over the last few days. So I want to continue this video talking about what are the very clear signs that we need to keep our eye on as investors as we're trading FUBO TV, and what's going to give us that sign that maybe we should continue adding more shares and that this stock will be heading back in the upwards direction. So again guys, if you want to learn something new today, or if you find the interesting video, make sure you like and subscribe down below. Now, getting into some specifics about FUBO earnings, you guys can see here that they basically saw a massive price volume jump at this time when the earnings came out. So obviously there is some type of excitement here from investors as soon as they saw this earnings, and from my own research from looking at these earnings and really trying to figure out what it meant for the company, I see that they have a higher amount of revenue, but really they fell into the same trap as Disney and as Netflix, where they overpromised more than they could really provide for this year of revenue growth and subscriber growth. And a lot of people think that it's very negative if these companies can't keep pushing 100% subscriber growth, but really it does not mean that the company is not making more money at the same time. And even though FUBO subscribers might not have been as blasting as people thought, similar to Disney and Netflix, the company was still able to produce a higher revenue, almost $20 million more than expected. So again guys, this is going to be great in the long term and showing that FUBO can keep pushing that bottom line even as the subscribers might be trailing off. Similarly, like I said, to what's happening to these giants in the industry like Netflix and Disney. So again guys, in the future, if you are trading one of these smaller stocks like FUBO and you are looking to maybe get an advantage or get some inside information on what could be happening with their earnings, try to look at other companies in the same industry or that do a similar thing to get an idea. Now, looking at those other companies right now, Netflix and Disney, they are on some hard times. So the fact that FUBO right here is heading back in the upwards direction, or at least here in the short term, is going to be a great sign that maybe there is some life with this one. And there is some other things to look at here on the chart and with FUBO TV as far as the technical analysis, but that is a very promising first sign to look at with FUBO TV stock. Now, in order to know when this stock may be heading higher, we need to look at some specifics as far as price action and really analyze what happened on Thursday and Friday, because there was a lot of strength here on the short term, but in the long term, is this price move going to hold up? What do we need to see in order to know this stock will be heading continuously in the upwards direction? Now, if you've been following the channel for a long time, you might know what this bluish green line is, and this is just a trend line that follows the chart and shows us whether the stock is either in a massive growing direction or in a selling direction. And here you can see that when they are above, that represents growth. When they are below, that represents selling. Now, right now, we have been below for a very long time and multiple times, having tested on this 200 EMA, clearly showing us that we are not ready to head back in the upside. So that's what's been happening over the last few days. But recently here on Thursday, we saw a break and hold above this line. So this is a very positive short-term indication that the stock is heading above the line. And if they can hold above here coming into Monday and Tuesday, that's going to be basically my heaviest sign that we should buy in, along with this thing I'm going to show you next. But again guys, this 200 EMA, you can see it's been showing us clearly a selling direction and that we should not step in. So right now that it is showing us more of a green direction, and if we can see a continued break above, this is going to be one of the most respectable signs that we can see with a stock, basically showing us when it might be heading into the upwards direction. Now, lastly, I do want to talk about what specific price I'm watching with FUBO TV stock to give me that ultimate powwow indication that it is time to jump in with FUBO TV and maybe load the boat massively on some shares. As you know, it's always great to have an anchor point with your shares. Now, if you're not able to load in at $15 here at the bottom, there is a great potential here at $20 a share as well. And that's why I still recommend this stock as a buy, even though we've seen 2 days with 15% or more of running. So again, guys, that is going to be absolutely massive and a massive potential to continue moving to the upside. But here in the short term, I need to see some key levels being broken in order to know whether this stock will continue to the upside. And that's going to be this level right here, $22.80, or around this price, $23 flat. If the stock can get above this level and hold anywhere between this $23 a share range and $25.30, which is our breakout level, then that will be absolutely amazing for the long-term direction of the company and showing us that there is a lot of strength here left with this stock, as well as volume left for trading. So again, guys, we need to see some continued movement. Anywhere in this box right here between this pink and blue line will be absolutely amazing. But once we see a break above this blue line, that's where I ultimately think the stock will break out and start heading back up where these stock prices we're used to seeing, around $25 or $30 a share. But ultimately, guys, please be very careful with this stock. Earnings negative stocks are very volatile, and especially right now with the current market conditions, there's no love going towards these companies. Now, I do think that FUBO will see a run over the next few days, in my personal opinion. Even though a lot of these stocks and signs are not confirmed yet, there is a lot that we can look at to get an advantage with the market, and I do want you guys to take a note of that in the future. Try to use these signs on any other stock you are trading or want to learn more about. But as you can see with FUBO, there is some great potential for a trade. So if you guys enjoyed the video or learned something new, make sure you like and subscribe down below. Keep your eye glued to this $22 price level, or 23, which is going to be close to our breakout price of 25. But as always, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I hope all your trades are in the green.